What's up, YouTube? It's Reptile 101 here, and this is green anaconda setup, care, and handle. So right now, we have our water bowl, and I keep it kind of grassy. Sorry, my lights really suck. Keep it pretty grassy, just, leafy, whatever you want to call it. Kind of give it like a marsh kind of thing. Pretty simple, fake plants, and then a real bamboo plant, 2 half logs, smaller ones with a real rock. It's about 50% humidity, could be higher, but I'll work with it. About 70 degrees in there. I've taken him off his light to give him kind of a dark cave-like. He's got his his heat pads. But there he is. With these snakes, you gotta be very slow and very careful with them, just because they're a little temperamental sometimes. But you can see, I handle them really, really cautiously. I just kind of let him do his own thing. I don't rush him. I don't push him around. Just take it really slow with them. But these guys take a little bit more care. These are more advanced snakes, and I suggest at least a minimum year of experience with these guys, or with snakes in general. But I have them in a pretty simple thing. It's just temperature and humidity levels and environment. You got to be as accurate as possible. So he's got his basking side, his hide side with his heat pad, his water side with his wild environment with all the plants and stuff. And when you handle them, you gotta be slow with them. You can't I'm just gonna push him off and expect him to go away, because they don't like being manhandled like your ball pythons or your red-tailed boas. They do their own thing, their own time. He's getting ready to shed, so that's why I'm more cautious, especially now. But you just let them do their own thing. They'll get off your hand eventually. Once he realizes, oh hey, look, there's my water and my plants and stuff, I'll go leave my handler alone. But you just kind of take it real slow with them, and they'll be really good with you. I've only been bit by him 3 times in one period. And just me being cautious and careful, just because, you can't handle them too much. They're not like your other snakes. If you handle them too much, it'll stress them out, and when they're stressed, they won't eat. And that's why he's not big. He's about 6 months old, and he's kind of small for his size. I think me handling him too much in the beginning, and I think he's a runt. So I don't know if snakes have runts, but I think he was a runt because he's pretty small. But he'll get big. He's a male green anaconda, also known as a water boa. So if you're gonna get one of these, be very, very, very careful with them, because they can get a little snappy and they can get pretty pissed off and have some moments. So they're definitely a snake that you don't want to upset at all, because they do bite hard. They're very strong, even as babies. So don't assume just because he's small that he can't do any damage. He's a very, very strong snake. I switch him back and forth off of Aphrodite's light, just because my other dome broke, and I just haven't had the time and money to go get a new one. But this is the 75 watt. I just put it about right here. Sometimes I put it over around here. On average, this tank can hit 85, 90 degrees, so it gets really, really warm. And once the light goes, it'll take up all the water in the bedding, the humidity will just shoot up like crazy and go all the way up to 75% humidity. It's crazy on how these cages work. It's got definitely get a locking system. I lost the other one. I don't know what happened to it. I just lost it. Just get a locking system cage, lock it up, not going anywhere. Um, it's other than that, make it 20-gallon long, which is plenty big for him right now. Because just look. That's plenty of space for him at this current size. So this is how I do it. I have, everything set up specifically. Hide, basking, and water. So he's got 3 different environments. You got a cave-like, place where you can heat up, warm up in the sun, and a place where you can cool off and kind of hide at the same time. And live plants and help keep the oxygen flow going through, so it puts off a little higher humidity. So there you have it, green anaconda setup and care, handling, all that fun stuff. And if you plan on getting one, good luck. They're fun snakes and they're awesome. Alright guys, thanks for watching.